This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, everybody, how you doing? Captain Jack here. Check one, and I'm actually going to try to. I'm a little behind on Jesus Christ. Look at the rack on that, and I am not looking at appliances. Wow. Okay, that definitely lets me know that my what is it? My what the hell? Jesus Christ! Stupid, man! Friggin' this is why I hate, trying to do things kind of late. And again, I apologize for busting in here. Jesus Christ, shut up! My goodness. I'm trying to do Instagram as far as getting it ready. It's not what I want. Okay. Anyway, because I try to do the Instagram feed as well. Shut up. This is going to bug me the hell for the rest of the night. It's going to be loud. Yeah, there you go. Okay, good. Now, if I can get at least the damn thing to turn on, I'm just going to go live. Yeah, go live. And again, we are here. We are on my channel. If you're on anything, if you're on Facebook or anything like that, I'm going live. If you're on Facebook, anything like that, please come over to YouTube. I see that we got the Bishop AJ Brahue with us. AJ, no one. Okay, and again, we discussed this on Tuesday. And there are plenty of teams in the NFL. There are plenty of teams in the NFL. Jesus freaking, why isn't it not working? There are plenty of teams in the NFL that don't have a burner at number one. And I agree with issues. Someone's going to have to step up. And I really firmly believe that it's going to be Zay Jones, because Zay Jones has a good rapport with Carr. What the hell's going on here? Zay Jones has a good rapport with Carr. Is it on? Come on, man. I hate this. Trying to get this done off the top. Checking connection. Yeah, I know checking connection. Anyway, salute the cool Kev out there in issues. Jack Kenna on YouTube, not seeing all that. Jack, if you're on the Chronicles of the Black Hole channel, then come over to my channel, because that's where most people are. That's where most people are. And again, yeah, it's because you're on the Chronicles of the Black Hole channel and everybody else is over here on my channel. And I'm broadcasting the Chronicles of the Black Hole because we want to make sure that OG gets some was it real time Dark Rise podcast. Thank you for being in here. Please head on over to YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please go over to YouTube. Yep. Okay. Yeah. And see, this is it, Jack. Just join. And even OG is over on my channel. So Jack, please come on over. Have I seen the Giants injury report? I saw that unless things have changed, Saquon is not playing this weekend. If that's true, that's one. And again, you don't wish ill, at least not officially. You don't wish ill on. Hey, Patty Palacios, thank you for coming on. Patty, come on over to YouTube, and I tell everybody that, and I do. Let's see if I can get this so that it friggin' sticks. Okay. I already got a phone call.
Call from J Captain Jack Google Voice.
Okay, I don't know who it is. I didn't turn my phone on yet, dude. Jesus Christ. The defense guys, thank you for top of the forehead to you as well. John Emmanuel, thank you there. Remember, just said, 2 months. That's right. And OG has been a member on my show for a while. Jeep Nation Live, thank you. That's a new one. I go to Facebook, but I do not. You don't need to know. No, don't go to Facebook. Come to YouTube. But not bad. Yeah, there you go. That's the exact thing. That's the exact thing. You don't wish, but if you have to go up against a team and they're not playing with all of their people, and one of these people are somebody that we don't want to see, that's a positive thing. That's a positive thing. Please head on over to YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please go to YouTube. If you're on Instagram, see, this is I literally rolled in right from work. Oh, Jeep Nation is also Ref Guru. Well, thank you there. Ref Guru is on. And again, if you're not watching the show, it's on NFL Nation Live. Okay. Why am I? Oh, I was hung up for a minute. NFL Nation Live on Wednesday nights. It is a fantastic show that Ref Guru, Violator, and myself do. 9:00 Eastern on Wednesdays. And again, normally I'm on at 9:00 Eastern on my channel, but I'm rolling it right in from work. I was late to work today because I was dealing with some administrative stuff. Jesus effing Christ! How many times are we going to hear all these? I got to do it for the phones, but eventually these notifications, because my computer's spinning up. I just turned on the Jets game. I saw that their quarterback Mike, was it Mike Smith? Mike White, who used to play locally for the South Florida Bulls, was injured in the first half. You got Josh Johnson in there. Josh Johnson out of USD, University of San Diego. He's been around a while. He is their backup. And make sure that you guys know these things. Again, go over to NFL Nation Live. That is over there on YouTube. Show up for the Wednesday shows. It's a great show. It's a great show. Did he pick it? Did he pick it? I don't know. Sendejo thinks he has a spade. No, it's not Geno Smith. That's right. Ref Guru is very no, it's a trap. Ref Guru is very happy that he knows who the backup quarterback is with the Seattle Seahawks. Benia 11 over there on Instagram. Thank you for being here, Benny. Please head on over to YouTube. This way I can see all the comments. Yeah, Mike White looked really good. Yeah, Josh Johnson. Well, yeah, he was a Raider for a minute. Like in training camp. But again, getting back to the point, Saquon Barkley is not expected to play. I know Shepard, their other wide receiver, is not expected to play. Galladay, I wasn't sure of. Kadarius Toney, the kid out of Florida, who I know a lot about, being that I'm a Gator, I'm not sure if he was going to be playing. But we'll see. Blessings to both Dios. That is my boy Oscar. Again, if you don't know, I'm gonna show the Boca. Let me do this. I'll put this up for everybody. If you don't have your Boca Dios character, okay, I gotta turn this off, Oscar, so people can actually see it. Okay, you see all those characters? You got Raider Homer. I'm going to go left to right. Raider Homer, Polo. That's Gorilla Rilla. You got Oakland Raider Savage. You got Asylum, my boy Ken. You got my boy Jason Dean Hunter, who's in his character. You got Mob Boss. You got Joker Raider. And you even have Velvet Raider or Velvet Pirate. So great stuff. Boca Dios, and it's here's the, I said, go to the bocadios.com. Go to bocadios.com, get your Boca Dia. Again, Benny, thank you for being there over on Instagram. 112CT, thank you for joining as well. Appreciate that. I'm waving to you. Please come over to YouTube. And again, if you are on Facebook, a lot of the comments don't show up. I just can't. And we did talk about excessively, both on Tuesday and on the Wednesday show, about the Henry Ruggs' departure. And I'm not going to belabor the fact. That's actually, I better watch my words because I was going to use something stupid. I'm not going to kick him while he's down. I'm not going to kick him while he's down. The kid had a serious, stupid moment of immaturity and stupidity. That's the best way I can say it. Immature and stupid. That's what I'm going to say. And because of that, a young lady is dead. A young lady is dead. And his life is ruined. Because he's going to go to prison. I mean, you figured that it's upwards of 54 years or so when you put in all of the charges together. It's going to be at least 50 years of what he can go to prison for. You're figuring he's going to do years in prison, and his life is ruined. One woman is dead. The Raiders as a whole, as a locker room, has to deal with another funk moment. And they were just getting over that when he who shall not be named left and resigned out of stupidity as well. And I saw the memes. I saw the memes about, Dumb and Dumber. Boy, I tell you, the internet is undefeated. The internet is undefeated. As Gruden is dumb and Ruggs is dumber or whatever. And we were talking about OBJ. Hey, Raphael, please take care of yourself. You've got the flu. Take care of yourself. It's good to hear from Raphael. And again, check out his YouTube page as well. Check out his YouTube page as well. Yeah, he does deserve to be in prison a long time. And I said that's not hate. That's just because you do what the crime is. And his girlfriend is still in intensive care. Am I going to talk about? Okay, I can talk about OBJ. There's Ant-Man. And again, go to bocadillos.com. Get your bocadillo. They have toys out there which are life-sized. Was it 3D toys of your Boca character? The one that they have of me is really nice. I can't wait to get it. Can't wait to get it. OBJ is going to be cut. I don't want him. And we will talk about him, but I don't want OBJ. Don't want him. And I'll tell you why. This team has got really good chemistry right now. Players are fighting for each other, not against each other. The Adventures of Tony Savage, thank you for coming aboard if you're on Instagram. I'm getting calls. I haven't turned my phone on yet. Stand by. I'm not taking calls yet. Okay, I'm going to ignore it. I will have calls in a minute. I need to get this out of the way. Don't want OBJ. And really, Deshaun Jackson? Deshaun Jackson is on his fifth team in 4 years or something ridiculous like that. He has lost steps. I'd rather have somebody that's going to be a non-me player, which Deshaun Jackson is and OBJ is. I don't want him. I'd rather have somebody that would be beneficial, that is team-oriented. So, yeah, honestly, give more touches to Zay Jones. Give more touches to Zay Jones. I think that would be better. And I'm sure that and if you're military, when things happen, they in the military they call it like a security stand down or a mechanical stand down or a safety stand down. Every team in the NFL, if they were smart, was having an alcohol stand down. An alcohol stand down because stupidity kills. And I'm actually surprised, and I'm going to give out an idea if it hasn't been done already. I get the idea. I'm not doing God.
Call from J Captain.
Okay, I will turn my phone on in a minute. Give me some friggin' time. Okay. You know how they had the speed kills and it showed like 21 speed kills, and then they had the Ruggs version, which was 11 speed kills. I'm surprised, and I know that's going to happen as soon as I say this. I'm surprised that there's not a meme out there that shows Henry Ruggs and that sign that says speed kills over an inset of his Corvette and the decimation. I'm surprised it's not a meme. And if it is a meme and it occurs like right now, you got the idea from me. And it's a bad idea. It's in ill taste is what I'm saying. It's in bad taste. But I'm surprised it hasn't occurred already. Johnny Alvarez, I'll put it up in a minute. If you want to come into the show tonight, I'm going to put this on as well. By the way, JR60 had their poll for that for the game, the Kansas City game. I don't know I don't know who won. I got to get with Joker Raider. Maybe I won. But if you won, does anybody know who won the 2 tickets in the black hole for the Kansas City coming in game? That's next Sunday, not this Sunday upcoming. I'd like to know. So again, if you want to come into the StreamYard feed, please go to the link. If you want to call, okay, if you want to call, let me get my, well, before I do that, let me turn my phone on because people are already calling me. Somebody came in studio. Stand by a second. Let me turn my phone on because I know what's your number? What's your number? And if I don't have it on, because I've already had 3 calls. So let me. I'm turning on my phone. I got. Let me put the numbers up. 813-699-0834. Okay. If you want to call, that's the number. Okay. Did it go up? Yeah, okay. There's the number. 813-699-0834. My phone, obviously you know my phone is working. Well, at least my cell phone was working. But call in. 813-699-0834. I am going to the Giants game. Why not sign with 2 open rosters? No, I don't want Jack. I told you. Why do you want somebody 2 me guys destroy the positivity of the locker room? Next man up should mean something. Next man up should mean something. I'm going to hear from Billy in a minute. So Billy is here.
Billy, Richmond, Virginia.
There we go. Hey Billy, what's going on, partner? What's up with you?
First thing, Captain Jack. Hope you're having a good day, man.
Well, it's
That's
better
number
now.
one.
Yeah, I'm not working anymore, so that means it's a better day.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things here's the thing, Captain Jack. It's time for Raider Nation to move on.
Yeah.
We've all talked about it. We've texted about it through several sites and everywhere. We just know it's a tragedy. You know what? One thing I will say is this. No finger pointing at nothing. Don't do that. Because when a young man does that, it could happen. It could. Put yourself in them shoes. And I feel really bad about the loss of life there. I mean, so as moving on a much smaller subject, it's football.
Right.
If something like that happens. Because it's a lot smaller, isn't it, Captain? It really is when something like that happens. I will say this, just on the football side of it, I don't think we need to mess that locker room up at all.
No. And like I said, these people that are calling for these guys to come in, I can see Marcel Aitman coming in, and he was signed because he knows the playbook and he has a rapport, okay? Stoner was elevated from the practice squad to the active roster because Jack Kennan was saying we only had 3 wide receivers. Well, okay, let's see. Edwards is 1, and Renfro is 1, and Zay Jones is 1, so that's 3. Stoner is 1, so that's 4. Okay, so we have 4 wide receivers that I know of that are on the active roster. Okay, and they'll all probably be active come game day. And by the way, cool, Kev and OG, I see you. As soon as this phone call is done, we'll put I will get my guys on the screen with me as well. But I don't want to mess up that locker room. Waller is still, I don't know, he was practicing, but will he come back? I don't know. And Aitman, like I said, Jonathan says he has drop issues, but hey, he's a professional. So, give a guy a chance here as well. So we'll see what happens. Billy, what say you?
I say, Brian Edwards, it's his time to step up. This is the time for him to step his game up. And we all know the rapport that Carr has with Zay Jones.
Mm-hmm.
They are friends. And by the way, seeing that we're going through another thing, mean, the leadership that he's showing right now through two things. I mean, this doesn't come in the playbook. It's not like when Carr gets up in the morning, he says, "Good, this is my playbook." I got to tip my hat, man. The way he presents himself, does himself, and as far as the football goes, X's and O's, we'll be fine. Zay can still run the 9. Stoner, actually, in the preseason, I saw some catches.
Yeah.
So, it's just fine. I love the way you went about that in several different levels, and I'm not going back to this tragedy anymore. But just on the football side of it, we don't need to bring anybody like a Deshaun Jackson has always been a bit of diva. OBJ, I mean, come on, that's more diva crap. We don't need that. The Raiders' offense is built right now. Still through Gruden, built it. And the thing is, we've got to run the ball. How about Jacobs? Is Jacobs healthy? We've got to run the ball.
Yeah, he was practicing. I expect Barber to be back shortly, although I'm not sure about that. We saw that Richard was playing the last game. So I think we're okay at running back. Maybe right now we're thin at wide receiver. I was even saying, reach out to Snead if he wants to come back. But I think that, I like the elevation of Stoner. I really do. Promote from within. Yeah.
It's just a non-route guy. Because, the bottom line is we live on that running game. We live on Waller. We live on Renfro. So we're just fine right there. Plus the defense, the pass rush we got going on right now is really great. Everything's fine, Raider Nation. It's just, I just want everybody to be focused. So you know what? The thing about it is here, is the bottom line is, can our offensive line continue to gel? That's the bottom line right there. Is Richie Incognito good in the middle of this?
No.
Do we leave Brandon Parker there? That's my question.
My question is, why isn't DJ Fluker elevated to the 53? I know he's oft injured, but I mean, if he has more than a hangnail, I want to know about it. But if DJ Fluker is at least somewhat healthy, he should be in there at right tackle over Brandon Parker. I gotta say that.
One thing I will say about Brandon Parker, there have been players in Raider history. There was one of them, I remember Stuart Swigert, all right? These are Raiders that weren't the best Raiders. They weren't the best on the field, but the effort and the things that they did over and over, I could just see that maybe I don't have the talent, but the effort level was off the hook. Now, Brandon Parker, this kid right here, has been a turnstile, but the effort and the coaching with Tom Cable, he looks a lot better. He does. He looks better. But is Richie going to see the field or not?
No,
and then you can run me out of here.
Be honest. And by the way, Billy, thanks for calling in, partner. It's always good hearing from you as well. So thanks for your participation.
Yeah, absolutely, Captain Jack. But see, I just don't know. The thing is, if we lost a non-route guy. Actually, the kid was a good football player. He's really coming to his own. But we really got to lean on that running game going down the stretch. We've got to make sure the offensive line right now, the defense, after all these years of bitching about defense, our defense is getting a lot better, man.
Oh, yeah.
And we really are. We really are in the mix, man. I mean, even Vegas, and we are in Vegas, puts us at 40-1. And that would never happen before. We've got winnable games on our schedule coming up. But see, when I get out of here, Captain Jack, I want to appreciate you for this program. And I want to say this.
Hey.
And I will say this. We are still in the hunt
Oh yeah.
There is no doubt about it. I am so proud of that team. And nobody, I don't want to hear on any site, any other radio nation, none of those sites about this is a easy win. No, it's not.
It's not.
Going across the East Coast, going to MetLife Stadium, going to play them is very important this week. We roll 6-2. That's very important. Very. It's got to happen because we've got a lot. The Chiefs are not going to sleep. The Chargers will come at us. We got the Cowboy game. We've got a lot of difficult games on our schedule. We've got to get this one. We really do. To roll 6-2 and go on down. Raiders!
All
Love
right.
you, Captain Jack.
Hey, thanks
Later,
again, there,
brother.
Billy. You take care. That's Billy in Richmond. Good to hear from him. And we're gonna. And again, thanks for coming in. Like I said, if you want to come into the show tonight, you can call in. I know that Jared was calling, but I'm gonna bring my two co-hosts unofficially in here now. And again, I got to stay between you. You know, I got to be between you because again, I don't want no fisticuffs.
No, I love
Nah.
Kevin.
Cool of the OG.
How you guys
How you
doing
doing?
tonight? And again, it's been what's up?
We need to tune it up. We need to win this game. We gotta win, man. We are facing an opponent that is inferior. We need to show the NFL that it's inferior and beat the piss out of these guys.
Okay, and
Yeah.
Jared, I saw Jared. You were calling. Let me talk to Kevin and OG for a while, and then you can call back. And I know he was calling, but just want So again, here's the thing, though. What's the old quote? On any given Sunday. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, except
Also-
for this team is trash.
Okay.
Their
Well,
defense is garbage. We need
Daniel-
to abuse them.
Daniel, the last time you said that this team is trash and we should win easily was a game against the Bears a couple weeks ago. And what happened then?
John Gruden's emails came out and
That's
and messed with everybody's heads.
okay. Okay. Well, that proves a point, though. The players' heads weren't in the game because of something that occurred additionally. Okay?
Right, but Rich Bisaccia ain't gonna have those kind of emails.
Okay. Well, we'll see. And again, I think so too. I think the players have come together and that they are stronger than they ever were than they were under Gruden. But you know what? This is a moment of, and again, I'm not talking about, and again, I've already said it's tragic because a woman lost her life. That's the
okay, the whole Henry Ruggs thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hate saying this, okay, but a woman lost her life.
Yes.
The team is paid millions of dollars each to compartmentalize this. You were in the Navy.
Yeah.
Compartmentalize it or lose your shipwreck or your shipmates' lives. You understand this, and you weren't paid millions of dollars.
Okay. I get it, but here's the thing. I wasn't paid millions of dollars, but I am not a professional athlete. And there are professional athletes. And by the way, Anna, thank you for that. Anna lives in Vegas, by the way, and she knows what the laws are. Minimum 2 years.
We were paid nothing to
Okay.
compartmentalize because our shipmates' lives depended on it.
Okay.
These guys have to compartmentalize because they were paid millions of dollars. You have to stow it, get it get it out of the way, and do your job.
We
did it for minimum wage.
Hey, Daniel, I get it. Kev, what do you say about that as well? Because it's easy to say, very hard to do.
But
Well,
we did it.
We did, but Kev, what about that to you? I mean, it's
we have
easy
to.
to say, but it's got to be done by the team.
This is a catastrophic situation, and we have to find a way to win this game. And this is a real test right here because this is a different situation from Chucky, and you have to come out there and win this game, and when you win this game, it'll heal a little bit, but this lady lost a life, and this is going to sting, and it's just going to hang over our heads for the rest of the season and for a while until it's going to be it's going to be another cloud over our heads for a while. Sorry to say.
Well,
Skipper,
it'll
we
be
were paid to compartmentalize on minimum wage.
okay, but that is a military mindset, vice a pro athlete's mindset. It's
You're getting paid millions. Compartmentalize.
hey, athletes are of a different nature. Why do you think you have these athletes that have said, well, I need to take a mental health break?
We did this.
Right. It's a gladiator
We
sport.
did this on minimum wage, bro.
I got you, but that just saying it, Daniel, you could say it. You could say it again and again and again until you're blue in the face. It doesn't mean that it will actually happen. That's why I said everybody says when the Raiders, and I even said it as well, the Raiders are a playoff team this year. They have the capabilities. They have the roster. We've already gone through Mark Bedane leaving, a coach leaving, John Gruden resigning, and now Henry Ruggs F's his life for the rest of his life, or at least a good
Right.
portion of it, kills somebody, and it affects the team. There's a lot of things that are going on. Just because you said it, compartmentalize, that doesn't mean it's going to happen. The Raiders are going cross country on a bye week when they have the worst record of any team in the NFL coming out of a bye week, 3-15. Look it up. So you're saying, and they're going to New York, okay? By the way, they're also playing the Saturday when their body clocks are screwed up again because they get an extra hour of sleep. Yay! But still, that still kind of screwed things up. It's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing.
And in the Persian Gulf, we did what was necessary on minimum wage, and they're doing what's necessary on $1 million contracts.
Okay, but
So
still. And by the way, not everybody on that team is making $1 million on their contract.
Oh yeah, okay, 900,000 or
No,
800.
no, less than that.
less than that. I
Less
think
than that.
the minimum is, I want to say 250 to 3K.
I think it's 350. 350. Yeah,
Okay,
minimum.
right, minimum. And that's if your contract was guaranteed being on the roster on week 1. If not, then you get a paycheck each week because you are
Right.
not guaranteed. So
Week to week, right?
it's different pay. It's different pay.
It's not the pay we took.
Yeah, I get it there, Daniel. But like I said, athletes are a different breed.
We were trained to compartmentalize.
Right, but that doesn't mean that they are going to do it, Daniel.
They're getting a hell of a lot more money to do it.
Yes, but it doesn't mean they will.
I think they will. I honestly believe they will.
It didn't work on Monday night, and you see what happened on Monday night. It didn't work, and you see what happens now. Now we paying for it.
Okay. It doesn't mean it, okay. And here's the okay. And again, Anna, I appreciate Anna being out there. Be charged only for the death of Tina, but also set of charges for his girlfriend's injuries, having a loaded gun, DUI. The guy's looking at least 56 years in charges.
Yeah, he fucked up.
And at 40-29. Thank you.
Oh
sorry. Boy. Didn't know you had sorry, Captain. He screwed up.
He did.
And he made his mistakes.
Okay. And I'm not going to I'm not going to belabor the fact, Henry screwed up. Henry screwed up. Okay. And he's going to have to pay for that for the rest of his life. And there are people that don't get over that. If you saw his mugshot, where he was right before he was going into court, and he had the neck brace on, and you saw he had a busted nose, and his eyes were puffed. Like you can tell he was injured. Oh, we lost Kevin. Kevin, please come back. And thank you. This is what I was saying. Thank you, Richie. NFL players not have the same training as those who serve their country. People in the military have a different mindset, Daniel. They have a different mindset because it's a part of being in the military.
Yeah.
If you are an athlete, okay, most of the time professional athletes have I want to a point a prima donna aspect about them where they think that they're better than everybody else, which is why they have a lot of the problems that they do. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you right now, this hurts. Okay, this whole situation hurts.
I agree.
It's hurt all week. I haven't done a damn show. I was going to do a show last night, and I was just not into it. I was bumming about everything that's happened. How the hell do you? I don't know. How do you deal with this stuff? This prospect, this guy, comes in. He's a fan favorite, okay, and he destroys his own career. Like, how do you react to this? Like,
Well,
how does all these Raiders content creators turn around and do shows when something so horrible happens?
well,
How do you live with this?
yeah. And again, and again, Anna says it best. At this point, all we can do is pray. And I'm doing the show because even though I'm an hour late because I had things to do, work today, is because people were saying, "Are you doing a show? Are you doing a show?" And the answer is yes. But I'm not going to be doing a full 2 hours. I'm going to tell you that. And OG, I know that you are hurting as well, and we all are hurting. So I appreciate you coming into the show and doing that. And Kevin, I appreciate you coming in as well.
It breaks your heart.
It does. And that's why I said people need to understand and remember that there was a tragic loss of life. Okay. A tragic loss of life. Okay. Hey, Daniel, you take care of yourself, partner. And
Thank
again,
you, sir.
thank you for being there. And we'll see you up on the next show.
You got it.
All right. Take care. All right. Baby dolls. OG. Yeah. Baby dolls. Like I said, the link is up there. And I'll show it again. Call in to the show or link in. The link is there. The link is there. Call in. I know that Jared had called in earlier, and Jared, now you can call back again because I know Jared was going to talk to me about the Penguins beating the Flyers in overtime. I got that. And Baby Doll Studio would be great. Jack Kenna, you can come in as well. So again, and again, we've spoken about it. And Anna, thank you for being here. This is hard. And I said, Daniel says the Raiders got to compartmentalize. Well, everybody does. But I still go back to the fact that, and I don't remember the young lady's last name, but her first name was Tina. And I know that her family is really hurting. And again, Anna, I appreciate Anna being here. Richie, it's always good to see you as well. Richie, by the way, My gal was trying to get a hold of you via Twitter. I said you are a Twitter guy, and so she definitely wants you to do some stuff on the show, and I will be there for that show as well. And that's the truth. 2-year minimum as a result of the frequency of all of these events. And here's something else. And think about it. Okay? Think about it. I go to Vegas most every game. Now, granted, I'm normally not out at 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's something that I do deliberately. Because what's the old expression that if it was Herm Edwards or if it was Tony Dungy, nothing good happens after midnight. It's true. Nothing really good happens after midnight. If you can't make a sale on picking somebody up by midnight, go home. I'm a bouncer, man. I used to be the 3 o'clock calls. Okay. And getting everybody into their cabs or getting everybody into an Uber. Actually, it was kind of even before Uber was there. We'd have taxis, drunk taxis, getting people home, and they're just belligerent drunk. Jack, that's another reason why I'm normally in bed by midnight. Good to hear from you, Jack. Hopefully you'll come in sometime. And issues, don't think I ever got arrested for dumb stuff before midnight. Well, the likelihood goes down. The likelihood goes down. If you want to be in the show tonight, there's the link. I'd love to hear from you. Jared, please come back again. And it's good hearing from everybody. We had Kevin in. Cool Kev. 0834. I'm gonna do this. And again, what is it? Uncharted Raider. Okay. Remember walking Dien Street in Vegas at 3 a.m. The streets were flooded with people still pre-pandemic. I'm not familiar with that street, Uncharted. I have my little cliquish areas that I go to. I stay usually at the Alara. There's also Marriott's that I've been thinking of going to. There are other certain areas. I go to the Tropicana, to the bar that the TBH goes to. And if Anna ever invites me over for dinner, I'll go hang out with Anna and her husband. I'll hang out with Nikki and her wife. Or I'll hang out with a couple different people that I know. I know that AJ Brayu is there. My boy Bishop AJ. I'll hang out with him and his wife. I'll hang out with people if invited, but I'm not going to be out in the darkest of night, especially because I always have something to do the next day. I fly in on Friday. For example, I'm flying into New York tomorrow. I'm getting in rather early. I got a show tomorrow night. Maybe I'll go out and get something. I know I'm going to go get some pizza. I'm going to get that nice New York slice pizza. There's an event early Saturday that's a brunch. I'm going to try to go down, and again, the attempt is I'm going to try to go down to the what is it? Today Show. Maybe I can get on to Today Show. Yeah, Richie Rich. I said, dude, you're welcome anytime. Never feed gremlins after midnight. Yeah, Fremont, right? New York pizza is hot. Okay. And Anna, it's true. There needs to be harsher punishments. I mean, if people are laughing at a 2-year minimum, and by the way, the Jets look like they're at least trying to make a comeback. That's 2 touchdowns that they've made. Was it 41-22? So they're only 3 touchdowns down. 11 minutes to go. Ooh, there's something. The wrestler from Vegas who was from WWE went off on the Raiders and Ruggs. Why go off on the team? Why is it the team's fault? And before you jump on that, okay? Before you jump on that, Josh Jacobs had a DUI last year. It was swept. Why? Because A, his blood alcohol level was low, and B, it was just him. The Raiders were supposed to address this, right? If you want to be stupid, it doesn't matter what city you're in. Miami has strip clubs up the yin yang. Atlanta does. Tampa does, right? New York, LA. If you want to get schnocked and get close to somebody, there are things everywhere. Everywhere. Okay? So it's not, I mean, it is Vegas, but it's everywhere. So the NFL needs to address this, and I think that they should have. Okay? And I agree with Richie. It's a good start. It needs to be stricter. Let's see what Captain Carnes said. That Ruggs messaged him Renfro around 12 a.m. asking to help him with his golf swing, and Carr woke up to the bad news. Should a DUI be a felony? I thought it was. Well, it's felony vehicular manslaughter, or it's definitely vehicular manslaughter. Hey, Wild Turkey's good there. Yeah. What Anna say? Got arrested for DUI on Christmas Day. Did not let my daughter-in-law bail him out. I may stay in jail. Bravo. Bravo. And Richie Riche says you're awesome as well. Raider at China, permission to come aboard. You are granted. Father-in-law was a cop. Tossed in adult jail. 14-year-old showed me where I didn't want to. Yeah. A DUI with no crash and no injuries? No, it's not. It should be. Maybe all the laws need to change. I mean, let's not dwell on this. Let's dwell on other things. And this is the other thing as well. This is stupid squared or stupid exponential. A loaded gun in a like a street racer twice over the speed limit going 156 miles an hour and somebody dies. Let's not dwell. Remember how we dwelled upon, Gruden. It was like Marsha. Somebody lost her life. And that's what, and by the way, there is for the Kansas City tailgate, okay, for folks that are going to the game in 2 weeks on Sunday, go to J-Lot. Go to J-Lot. There's a tailgate out there. There's get your tickets because you need to get your tickets beforehand. But the important thing is there will be a kitty where they are giving money towards the family that lost the young lady. It's going to the family. Make sure if you're in Vegas, head on over to J-Lot and do that. Please go to J-Lot. And this is why I said, was it not Doc, but OG was saying compartmentalize. It's one thing to say. It's easy to say. The ticket to get into the tailgate, go to Raider Jester's Facebook. No, I online link for the, okay. Richie Riche, if I don't know if you're on Facebook, man. I know you do Twitter. Go to if you can do Raider Jester. I'm sure that there will be people that will do that. I don't know the information, but Raider Jester, who has scary looking persona, because there's a Jester Raider and Raider Jester. There's two of them. Outfits are similar, but not, not exactly the same. But Raider Jester is going to part of that tailgate. Abir Hussein, uh, beautiful Muslim gal who lives out in Vegas. She's doing the tailgate, and Raveen Singh, a Raider Singh, the Sikh Raider, the guy with the big turban. He's doing check Facebook, check Raider Jester. Thank you there. See, there you go. Raider Jester, Raider Goon as well. Thank you there, Anna. And Raider Singh. So get with them, Richie, and tell them I sent you. Okay. What is the word on Richie? Probably he ain't going to play. He probably ain't going to play. And here's my surprise face. And I thought Richie Incognito was a great addition for the Raiders. I thought he was a great addition. And remember all of the guff about him being a racist as well. It didn't come out. It didn't prove to be that the team saw any of that. But we need to move on from Richie. I mean, my God, the guy's been getting. I think he played 2 games last year. He played 2 games last year. That's it. Other Richie. I know. No, he didn't retire. He's been retired getting paychecks. He's been. Remember how in the military, China, we call people roadies, retired on active duty? He's been a roadie for the last 2 years. He's been a roadie, retired on active duty, getting paychecks and not doing anything for him. My guess is that he's unvaccinated. I don't know. I don't care. And by the way, nobody's brought up Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I tell you, I really was looking forward to seeing the Packers just go in and beat the living bejesus out of the Chiefs. That ain't going to happen. Packers still might win because they're a better team. Packers are a better team, but I wanted to see them beat the living piss out of the Chiefs. Packers will win. And yeah, tell me about it. So, 8 minutes and 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I almost said the Patriots. Boy, my mind's gone. The Colts are up by 3 touchdowns. Technically not 3, but really 3 touchdowns. And again, if you're on Instagram, thank you for being here. If you're on YouTube, thank you for being here. If you're on Facebook, thank you for being here. Richie says Packers will not win. And Richie's usually dynamic. Richie, by the way, I told you guys we're going to win. I said you guys are going to win. Captain, we're on the same page. My salute. My service jacket. Oh, thank you there, bud, Sebastian. It's been an hour. So unless somebody calls, I still got to pack. So if you want to come into the show, please do. I'm going to give it another 2 minutes, okay? And Sebastian, I don't necessarily agree with this. Excuse me. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't want Deshaun Jackson. I don't want OBJ. I don't want him. Excuse me. Now the Colts are definitely up 3 touchdowns plus 1. What's the phone number for you, Jack Kenna, for shipmate? It's been on here. Here, I'm gonna put it again. 813-699-0834. That's for Jack Kenna. That's for anybody else who wants to call in. And if Jack calls in, that'll definitely be the end of my show. I want to hear from Jack. And so again, I gotta do my last packing. Jack Kenna, please call in. And there it is, Jack. If there, that's fun. 813-699-0834. And hopefully, Anna Diaz. Thank you for being there. Wow, Denver. Who'd they cut? Who'd they cut, Rich? Who'd they cut? And Richie knows his team. And you have a good night as well, Anna. I'm tired. I didn't even have my afternoon Coke because I wanted to, get out of here and go to sleep and do that. So I'm probably, a good thing I didn't have that extra caffeine hit. John Brown. We had John Brown, Rich. He wasn't all that. Remember, he went to your team after hours. Busy signal. I don't know why. I tell you what, try it again. 813-699-0834. Hang on a second. Shouldn't be busy because there's nobody on. Okay, hang on, Jack. Rebooted the page. I rebooted the page. Well, for the Google phone call. There you go. It's Jared. That's probably why.
Call from Pittsburgh, Jared D. Digger.
Okay, we are getting our Jared call. We are getting our Jared call. Jack, that might be one reason why it was busy. Jared, how you doing, brother?
Good, Jack. How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's up with you? Jack, we'll listen to Jared, the Pittsburgh Report with Jared. Congratulations on your win tonight in overtime. I didn't see it. I just turned it on just enough to see that Chris Letang had the game winner in overtime, beating the Flyers.
Yes, it was. It was a good game, however, despite what has happened here in the last week or so. I mean, you have Crosby, Kobe, you have Sullivan, Alex Precaution, you have Reno, you have Dumoulin. Yeah, we needed this win desperately, however, and despite the fact we've had 6 guys out, how hopefully we can start getting some of our guys back, however, and start to get on a winning streak here. We've been in a funk here the past week or so, but we definitely need to win tonight against Philadelphia, and I think tonight that was a big, big win that they needed.
Yeah. Now the Flyers have been playing, but at least they got a point going overtime, though, right? So the Flyers still get another point, and they're not a bad team. They're definitely one of the. I think they're still top 4 in the conference, right? Or did it? Yeah.
I believe yes. I think they're top 4 or top 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But right now, of course, we have got the Colts game on right now. The Colts, of course, are winning this big, 42-10. Of course, earlier this week they lost 2 big legends in their family, so to speak. Tom Maddie, of course, who passed away earlier this week. Actually, I didn't know about this until I saw his bio, how he was actually born in Pittsburgh.
Oh.
That I did not know. Yeah. And then they lost another guy, too. I forget who he was. He was like an old Baltimore Colt guy.
Yeah.
Around the same time Manny did, too. So,
he played tight end, and he also occasionally played quarterback.
Yep. But it has been a very interesting week. I mean, the big question is what's going to happen with our boys on Monday night. However, we're going to see what happens. How Boswell will be able to go after what happened last Sunday in Cleveland. But, the big story, obviously, of the week, is what's happening with Mr. Rogers and, of course, Mr. R-U-G, let's just say, and I'm going to leave it at that. But that was just so shocking and just absolutely heartbreaking to see what happened. I mean, prayers go to the family, no question about it. But the question is, and I talked about this with Eddie Winslow off the line, what was he thinking about going 160 miles per hour at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Well, that's the point, Jared. He wasn't thinking. He wasn't thinking. Say, what were you thinking? No, you're not thinking. You're not thinking.
Not at all.
And and Jack, like I said, after Jared, if you want to come in, Jack, and make a call, and Jason Dean, you can come in as well. He wasn't thinking. I mean, that is it. And again, I'm not trying to. I'm not gonna say that word, because then there's gonna be a lot of religious people on me. I'm gonna say crucify. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to kick him while he's down. The kid is in prison. He's facing at least 2 years, if not more, and he killed somebody. And his career is shot. His career's shot.
It's gone to hell.
So I mean, there's nothing left, and it's again, what the Raiders have to do is the Raiders have to get tighter as a group, and they got the quarterback to do that, because he's very. I mean, I'm gonna say it, his religious beliefs are gonna be good for the team to become a good source within. He's got a great rapport with Zay Jones, so I think it's going to get more snaps with Ruggs being out, and so that's a good thing. Is okay. Zay runs a 4-4. He doesn't run a 4-2 like Ruggs does.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, the Raiders have gone through so much hell, pardon the pun, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, from rooting to this, and now of course they also lost their backup Peterman. We don't know about Mariota, what's going to happen there. I mean, it's amazing they're still staying in one piece right now. And honestly, like I said, they got the G-Men this week, who right now I think they're just a laughing stock in itself. How I mean, Dave Gettleman, I talked about this with someone earlier tonight, how in New York, I mean, why he has not been fired yet is beyond me. I mean, I was high on Joe Judge when they originally hired him with the Giants, but right now you gotta think that Joe Judge is having second thoughts right now, wondering, what did I get myself into? Right now, I hate this kid. I think he's on his way out of New York as well.
Well, the New York has really had, if you look at the ownership of the Knicks, if you look at the ownership of the Mets, you look at the GM of the Giants. I mean, there's a lot of franchises up there that are just wicked stupid. Yeah. So I mean, and there are good franchises, but not recently. I mean, the Yankees, but even the Yankees have sucked for a while.
Yeah, and of course with baseball free agency coming up, how I hear this weekend, how I begin this weekend, the big one free agent, everyone's talking about is where's Carrera going to go. But yeah, the Mets, however, I mean, they still don't have a manager yet after Rojas got fired. They don't have a GM now. Apparently, they got rid of the GM who was selling in the interim basis just a couple of days ago. So right now, I mean, if you're the Mets right now, you almost have to think at this point, you got to go after Theo Epstein as a GM, I'm thinking. And if you want a manager, Carlos Beltran is the guy I'm thinking you have to maybe start talking to maybe at this point, unless you have a better manager in mind who will manage this team going into 2022.
Yeah, but doesn't Beltran still have the stink of the Astros on him?
Yeah, but I think, however, that'll wash away, because, I mean, if that happens, he'll probably try to recruit, however, Correa to be a freaking Met. But I'm telling you right now, where he's going to end up, and you think I'm going to be crazy about this, he's going to be either with the Yanks or he's going to be with LA. Mark my words, he's going to end up with one of those two. They're going to spend a boatload of money just to sign him.
Yeah, and that's going to be a good addition for him. Hey, Jared, I'm gonna try to get Jack to come in, and he's like, let me know, and it's always good hearing from you, brother. I said when you dialed in earlier, I was like, I just put on Daniel and Kevin, so I wanted to get to them, but I appreciate you calling back in, man.
No problem. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks again, Jared. Okay, that's the Pittsburgh Report with Jared. Jack, you are up. Like I said, Jack, let Jack call in, and Jack will be the last person on the show tonight, because I got to do cut-ups. I gotta do some more packing. So Jack, and it's going to be great to hear from Jack, because Jack has always been a supporter of both the Chronicles of the Black Hole channel with Daniel, as long with coming in with me, and Jack is very informative Raider fan from days of yore. And I said, I see that mark, 5-2 and 4-3 in the AFC West. They just showed it on the screen. Will it be 6-2 or will it be 5-3? It's not a gimme game, folks. It's not a gimme game. So anybody that thinks it's a gimme game, just you're not paying attention. And thank you, Jason Dean, for saying what we are. It's a tragedy. A young woman lost her life because of a bad decision. His career's over, and his daughter and girlfriend have to live through this again. Yeah, because the girlfriend's still in prison. Or sorry, not in prison. The girlfriend's still in ICU, and he's going to prison. I hope 6-2. I hope 6-2. Jack, call in, brother. Please, please, please. There should be a reason why because the line's open. The line is open. If I could call you, I would. But I can't call you with Google Voice. I think this is my boy Jack.
Call from J Captain Jack Google Voice.
All right. Hey Jack, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Captain Jack, how you doing?
Good hearing from you, man. It's great to have you on the show finally. I know that you get a lot of good comments and diatribes and all that goes in there. So it's good to actually finally talk with you. What's going on with you?
Well, it's good to talk with you, and it's good to see you have OG on the show. I love you, brothers, and I love all the other Raider content creators. It's great.
Yeah,
I love this.
Yeah.
Back in our day, we didn't have this thing. So
nah. We had to wait like a week until Sports Illustrated came out, or we had to you had to look in your local paper for like maybe a paragraph about box score. And then, it wasn't even guaranteed because again, I lived in Philly as a kid, and then I also lived in Orlando, and the Orlando Sentinel was okay. But oh, by the way, folks, newspapers are those things that line bird cages now. But back in the day, these are what we used for news. Okay, so
absolutely. So growing up in the San Francisco Bay Area, gone to Raider games since 1975, and talking about the wide receiver core, it's like I do think if OG Bay would go to free agency or Deshaun Jackson, then we need to sign one of them. If not, even both of them.
No, Jack, no. And by the way, I saw your comment about DJ Fluker, and again, I know that he sucked when he played with the Chargers, but really, okay, I'd still rather have DJ Fluker than Parker. We know what Parker's ceiling is, and even if DJ Fluker has a bad game, it's usually better than what Parker puts out there on purpose.
Well, Fluker was like a right guard, and Parker he plays better at left tackle than he does at right tackle. So I can see that. We do need better offensive linemen. There's no doubt about that. But I would really like to see the Raiders, go after a receiver versus, having Stoker coming up from the practice squad and coming in. You can't replace that. We need a talented player there. We need someone to stretch defense. We need someone who can catch balls.
We got that. We got that with Zay Jones, though. Zay Jones was not given a lot of opportunities because of Ruggs. And he was kind of buried on the depth because Edwards and Ruggs are going to get their plays, and then of course you got Renfro, Waller when he's in there. So Zay was kind of buried. But remember, Zay Jones is the guy who caught the game-winning catch in Game 1.
I agree with that, but I don't want to rest the whole season on just Zay Jones on that catch and what he's done since he's been with us. I want to see more depth. I want to see something proven. There's players that are out there that can do that. So if we were in a position where we're not playing for this year, which we are at 5-2, we should beat the Giants after a bye week, and then coming up our toughest stretch of the season, playing against Kansas City and Cleveland and then Dallas. I would love to see a proven receiver. God bless, the family that lost their life and the family and the Ruggs and everyone else. But for the Raiders' sake, I would like to see them have something proven there.
I agree. And it's not quite Cleveland. It's actually Cincinnati. But yeah.
Oh, you're right. It's not Cleveland. I'm thinking last year.
Yeah, Cleveland we got in early December, and I'm definitely. People are asking, you going to Cleveland? I said on purpose in December. Are you friggin' kidding me? No, I'm not going to Cleveland in December. I asked Jack Squirick, because Jack Squirick lives out there, and I said, "Are you going to Cleveland?" He says, "Probably not," and he lives there. He lives there.
1983 Raiders.
That's right, and really great guy.
So hopefully when you go back to Grass Channel sometime, I keep posting this. I hope you do a show on Jim Otto. I've been asking that for a while now.
Yep. We will. I know that we know we're going to do a Jim Otto show on Graphics Channel, and we're going to do an Otto show, and I think we're going to do. There's one that Graphic wants, so we're going to do at least two more. And then Daniel was saying, "Hey, let's we'll do those two, and then we'll just take it over onto the channel." And we love doing it on Graphic because there's so many people that watch. It would be nice if we can have some of the young. I'm going to say it, young fuckers, and I said it at 117. So I got to do my own cut ups here. It would be nice to see these young, whatters, futhermuckers, watch our show, and again, because they're younger and they watch Graph, it's like, yeah, we're old, but we know what the hell we're talking about. And Richie Riche, great seeing you, brother.
So it's like my first game was San Francisco 49ers versus Raiders in 1975 preseason game, and I happened to see like Jim Otto, Art Shell, Gene Upshaw, and Art Shell turns around to me. And when I'm sitting on first row in the end zone, and sticks up his first finger going, "Go Raiders." It sold me. I'm a Raider for life from that point forward. What was your first game?
I didn't see. Wow, my first game that I saw live was in San Diego in the 90s, because I was never near the Raiders because I lived on the East Coast as a kid. And, until I went in the Navy in 86, I was this close to seeing the Raiders preseason game against the Oilers in Oakland. I missed it by 2 weeks because I was actually temporarily assigned to Alameda, and I had to go back to the Philippines to my duty station 2 weeks before the game. I was so pissed that I missed the preseason game against the Oilers, going back to it would have been my first Raiders game. But I saw my first Raiders game was at Jack Murphy Stadium. That's how old I am. It's definitely Jack Murphy. And it was the Raiders and the Chargers in the early 90s. And that was the first Raiders game I saw live. And it was fantastic. And, of course, we won because, it was at Jack Murphy. And even back then, playing the Chargers, that was a home field advantage. And, yeah, so that was my first game that I saw as a Raiders fan live. And, of course, I remember going to my first game. I'm trying to think. My first game in Oakland was, I think, one of the Monday night games where either the Chargers kicked our ass or the Broncos kicked our ass. That was my first game in Oakland. I never saw a game in LA, which was, it's not that it's tragic. Tragic is what happened the other night. It was disappointing. I never saw a game in LA at the Coliseum, but I just wasn't around for what was going on at that time. So, plenty of Oakland games, and then obviously plenty of games where when I'm in the military, now I have money to actually travel and go see these games. So yeah, but I remember obviously my first game, growing up as a kid in Philadelphia in '72, watching the Raiders play every Sunday because they were the 4:00 game on NBC with Kirk Gowdy, man. I just remember that.
Yeah, so you and Mitchell Rentz are like on the same page, being Philadelphia guys, and it's like I'll never forget the most tragic game that I saw was when Brett Favre's dad died.
Yeah,
and they came to Oakland, and he threw 5 touchdowns against us, and
yeah,
it broke my heart at the time. But now I look back on it as an older guy. Wow, it's like, how impressive is that? Like, good for you, Green Bay.
yeah.
You
And
beat us.
I remember, and that was a Monday night game, and he just totally just kicked our ass. Yeah. I remember actually the other Monday night game I saw. I was in San Diego. It was the opening Monday night game of I want to say it's either 90. Let me figure out what game. It was like 90. I want to say 93 or 94. Opening Monday night game. It was Raiders and I think 49ers. I might be wrong. And I remember watching Napoleon McCallum having his leg bend the 90 degrees wrong. I remember watching that game, and wow, I know that because I'm not a big beer drinker, but I actually bought like a case, well, not a case, but like a big like 16 pack or of beer, and I had it for so long that because again I don't drink beer that I kept it for so long. I opened up a beer like months later, and it was skanky. Well, it was Michelob as it was. That's probably one reason why. But yeah, I remember that. But yeah, I did. Watching that Monday night game with McCallum was horrible to watch. Horrible to watch.
Going back as a young guy, I remember selling a bed to Napoleon Kaufman when I used to work for Sleep Train, and there was a big and tall store next to us. It was like what was his name? Alden. I think it's Alden Smith. It's like a big and tall store, and it's like, it's where they can only buy their clothes when they used to live in Oakland.
Right.
And then they met, and I did meet, like Tim Brown at the Stanford, Notre Dame game before he went to the pros in Stanford. So that was pretty cool. And I actually, at that Green Bay game, I got a signature autograph from Cliff Branch. He signed my hat.
Nice.
So it's good to see like the old guys on like us that can teach the young guys like some things about a little bit about Raiders history. I mean, there's 9 Hall of Famers on the 76 team, so they don't know about this stuff. So it's awesome, that you're teaching the stuff.
Yeah, and that's why I was very happy that Daniel asked me to do a show with him, to teach the young folks. And again, Daniel being the old historian as well, and me, and there also T3 Tom Jones does a lot of good history stuff on his channel, and so good historical pieces. And of course, what you're talking about as well. So that's why we always enjoy having you at least pop in, chime in, and it's good actually having you call in as well.
Well, I appreciate it. It's the first time I've ever done it on any channel, so I thank you for having me.
Oh no, the pleasure's all mine, there, partner. In fact, for sure. And I give out like most valuable people for the show. You're definitely an MVC, most valuable crewman for tonight's show, and so you will be on a prize wheel. And I know I keep saying that I gotta update the wheels, and I'm going to New York, so it's not gonna be until next week at the earliest, and then that's if I have time. And then the following weekend I'll be in Vegas. So it might be a while, folks, but I will get the wheels done. I swear I'll get the wheels done. I promise you.
Yeah, it's okay, Captain Jack. I don't need any prizes. I just love talking Raiders football, and the guys that know me and all the different channels, I just love our Raiders, and I just love them. And it's like, it's a passion for all of us.
Well, like I said, it's certainly, Jack, it's certainly My pleasure to have you on the show tonight. And it makes you feel good that this is the first time you've actually had a chance to call in and contribute. That's awesome.
Absolutely. So I know I'll be a mod for, OG channel. I'm already a mod for like Raid channel. And I'm hopefully I'll get a chance to get on the other guy's channel too and and do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it entails to be a moderator. I mean, like you, I know that you contribute, which if there's a way to do it otherwise, you're definitely welcome. You obviously, Daniel, and even Richie Riche, the great, awesome Bronco guy that he is, he always comes in and contributes. I appreciate people that have that passion and that come in and contribute all the time. So and I know like Terrence Carey over on Graph's channel.
He's the OG.
Yeah, definitely.
He's the salute man. He's the OG.
Yeah, he's awesome as hell too. So if you get a chance to go over to Graph, tell Graph I said hi, and tell Terrence I said hi as well.
Absolutely. You have a good night, Jack.
All right. You take care as well, Jack. Good hearing from you, brother.
Good hearing from you.
All right. That's Jack Kenna, man. That's awesome to hear. And again, most valuable crewman, I got to pick 3. What did I pick the other night? I had it here. Oh, yeah. Okay. That was November 2nd. Okay. So, yeah. So for November 4th, and I got to take 2 Fs out of the broadcast. Jack Kenna for sure. I'm going to put Anna Diaz from her comments because all of her comments were spot on. Richie Riche has already been nominated for like the other times. And China was already on the show from last time as well. So can't have her nominated again. Let me look to see what else I can see in here. Jack Kenna. What else do we got here? Issues. Yes. Issues. Putting in a lot of good content tonight. I saw him in the spaces, putting out some good information. So there's my 3 MVCs for the night, folks. That's the show. Been an hour and a half, and I still got to do the cut-ups, and I still got to pack. So again, thank you for being here. Tomorrow night we'll have the Elite Superfan show. Remember, it's not a Raiders show; it's an NFL show, like I do with Ref Guru. But Ref Guru was in here tonight. Again, if you go through, like I said, you'll see where it says NFL and space FL. Go to that channel, and space FL. NFL Nation Live on like Twitter. Watch the Wednesday show. I mean, we talk about all the teams. We're going to do that tomorrow night as well on the ESF Superfan show. And hopefully, if I can get LPG in there, which is license plate guy from the New York Giants. Great fan. Hopefully I'll either see him live or have him do stuff with us. And it's always good. But that's tomorrow night, not Raiders, NFL. Friday night's Elite Superfan show. I will be in depending upon how much I got to pay for my friggin' computer, because I this first time I'm flying JetBlue, and I have 2. I have like the one luggage. I don't know what their carry-on policies and things are like that. I don't know, so we'll see that. But good seeing everybody. Thank you for. Oh yeah, there you go, T. Carey. Yep, nominated Richie. Yep. And yeah, Terrence Carey is awesome. And Cool Kev is too. You're a wonderful shipmate. We'll see you next time. Thanks again. It is great having you here. And we get back on. We'll talk more next time about what's going on, and we'll see you. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow night and then Sunday after the game.
This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.